up, guys? CP the Tool Addict here, coming at you. Haven't been around for a while. Been busy, moving and shaking, I would say. And you know, I haven't really had any tool purchases this week. Did pick up the old Titan 1/4" micro. I actually wanted to compare this. I really dig this little ratchet. I'll tell you this right now. I'm a 1/4" guy. I use 1/4" a lot. And this is probably my main ratchet, is this Matco 1/4" ratchet. And if you see right here, jump right into it. This thing is itsy bitsy. Now, my big hands are not really made for super small 1/4". This was my micro, so to speak, ratchet before. This is a Max 0 degree. They don't have these anymore, and I'm not even sure if I ever break this when I ever get it fixed. That you ever can. It's a gearless ratchet. It always works just fine for me for what I do. But this little guy right here is actually, I think this is a nice little buy. If you've seen it on Autobahn Dan's channel, or I guess Catamus Maximus has a deal. Maybe I'll try to put that in the link up there if I can figure out how to do it. But I'm not that skilled some days. So definitely a real handy little deal. And I'm just going to use my little snap-on as representation. I mean, you can see the handle on this thing. The knurling on this thing is what really sold it for me. Once I put it in my hand, this thing is really, you can really get in there some tight spots, and you can really, this thing is almost like better than a finger driver. I'm a big fan of the Rotohead ratchets. Got the snap-on. This is one of my most used, and you can see the difference in that sucker. That is a tiny little ratchet. So that's not what the video is about, but that's just a little short tool haul. I'm going to try to make this real quick today. Oh, there's my standard Mac 3/8. That's my other small one. This is probably the closest I got. These two right here. This 1/4" Matco is the biggest, but my Mac, this has been my baby forever. My 3/8 Mac's about one of the smallest ones you can get. I love this. It's an old 36 tooth, tried and true. This thing's a gem. Best ratchet I've had. This is the way to go for me for 3/8 1/4". Anyways, we're gonna put this guy in the ratchet drawer and the ratchet drawer. Bam! There you go. There you see it. All of its goodness. All right. So next thing we're gonna talk about today is toolbox shopping. So I am doing a bit of toolbox shopping. Very, very careful, precise. Stuff that I'm doing, and I think the old Matco cart is finally going to move on down the road. It's coming down to a few numbers here, and possibly maybe 2 new carts. Don't know yet. We're looking at, first of all, we're looking at the Maximizer cart right there, part number UCF125FD, and I don't think the MTO is a color combination. This will be in carbon gray, black drawers, red pulls, red lettering. This cart has a dimensions of 41.5 by 25 inches deep, 47 inches high. And I don't have a picture of this, and I apologize because I left my tablet at home. Pictures on the phone. I'm using the phone. We'll be looking at a Cornwell. This is the color combination of the cart. Basically, the cart will be like that, and the actual dimensions of it are pretty much the same as the Mac cart. So, why I'm choosing these 2 carts? Well, that's what we're going to talk about here in the video quick. If you're in a business looking for carts and you have a Cornwell or Mac guy, you are one of the lucky few people that I feel like has the best bang for your buck in the industry. Now, you Matco guys are going to be sad or upset or, whatever. Don't, disappointed with me, because I don't think the Jamestown cart is a bad cart. Here's the deal. My dimensions on the Matco cart, the drawer width, the drawer depth of the Matco cart is only 19 inches deep. The Mac cart is going to give me 2 inches of depth inside, deeper. And the width is about the same, which is a good thing, because the Matco cart is plenty wide, but I'm going to gain 2 inches of depth. And the Cornwell is the same way. Looks like it's about 33.5 inches wide. And the width on the Mac cart, I believe, inside depth, it's 41.5 inches wide, which I think that's probably what they rate the Matco cart. Let's just measure real numbers guy. I don't remember this one off the hell. Yeah, once again, 41 inches, give or take, on the Matco cart. So really the width is not a deal breaker for me. What is a deal breaker for me is the depth. The 2 inches of extra depth that I'm going to get on every drawer for this box. Now, you're saying to me, so, okay, so you're trading the Matco cart for 2 inches of depth on every drawer, and I'm also gaining a little bit of space on top. Yes, and this is a 47 inch height cart. Let's see what the Matco is. It is a 45.5, just a hair under 46 is what usable space is there. And you know how my cart is. So what makes the Mac cart and the Cornwell cart more of a better option for me? Well, the price is a big one. The Matco Jamestown cart comes in a price of about $2,300. With the minus the space that you get in the depth and the fact that, unfortunately, it's only a 3-year warranty, that is, for me, it hurts a lot. That's why I'm trading this cart off. It's past its 3-year warranty life. The detents are getting worn out. It's a great cart. It really doesn't affect the performance of it too bad. It feels good. It's well built. But I need to get more space, and I need the best bang for my buck. So the Cornwell cart and the Matco Maximizer carts are the two carts that I have narrowed down in this category because they're getting 2 inches of depth. The Mac cart really has a lot of options. It has the drawers lock, so when you turn the tumbler, you can lock the drawers and leave the lid open, or you can close the lid and close the lid all the way down. The Mac cart really is the best bang for your buck. Right now they're on sale for about $2,500. Their list price is $29.99. You can get it any color combination, and it has these nice rails where you can add all sorts of accessories down the side with their proprietary accessory line. The only downfall is it doesn't have a side shelf. That's where the Matco wins, but Cornwell's got side shelf. Doesn't have the option for the accessory rails. The accessory rails do carry a lot of weight, though, because they have things like air tool holders. I mean, there's a lot of accessories for those Maximizer carts, guys. And, I don't mind before we get off of it, that's the things that I like about the Maximizer. Huge 8-inch deep compartment on the top. It's got a lot of storage for your pry bars and screwdrivers, and it's on the one side too, guys. So all your pry bars and screwdrivers, instead of having those two rails on both sides, which anybody that knows when they use their cart, one side is enough. And the way they stagger it on the side is really good. The second thing is it's got a nice mat on the top of the cart. But for the price, right now, without any trade-in, $2,500, that is a smoking deal, guys. I mean, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. So right now, I'm possibly either going to buy the Mac cart and the Cornwell and trade off the Jamestown, or I'm going to buy a new cart, keep the Jamestown, or trade in the cart and then buy a Mac. And I think that's where I'm leaning towards, buying the two new carts. Then I'm also looking at getting the Maximizer 8827. Neither one of them are listed in here, but the 8827 is much like this. This is the 6627, much like this. And it is a awesome box. So we're going to get a whole bunch of new stuff here. Not in that, I'm looking for a new shop on top of that. But anyways, let's go back to the Cornwell cart quick, and then I'm going to wrap this up. So what draws me to the Cornwell cart, and you guys are going to get really shocked by this. So the Cornwell cart, picture this like this, basically. It's a 6-drawer cart. It has power on the top. The Maximizer also has power on the top, but it has on the front also. The Maximizer cart is a little bit more, for the $500, you're getting a little bit more for your money. But here's the deal. The Cornwell carts right now are on sale. The Pro Series Cornwell carts with their latching system handles that are almost like the Snap-on Epic are on sale for $19.99 in the flyer. That is a killer deal. I'm thinking about just buying the Cornwell cart outright and trading in my Jamestown for the Mac cart, depending on what the dealers do. See what happens. I think having both of those carts will be perfect because I plan on making a diagnostic cart, and I think both of those carts, either one of them will make a great diagnostic cart. Cornwell would make an excellent diagnostic cart. Now, I could buy a cheaper Cornwell cart. They're right around $1,300. They're detented. They're not the Cornwell latching system. But the Cornwell cart has 40, it's the same dimensions pretty much. It is a little bit narrower. The drawers, for some reason, are a little bit narrower. The inside depth of the drawers is like 32.5, which is a little bit, it bothers me a little bit because I have my long 33-inch, let me get this bad boy out, my big long 33-inch extension. That's the biggest thing, is I want to be able to fit that in my drawers. This is why any toolbox that I'm going to buy, I want to make sure that I can fit that, my biggest pry bars. The reason, and the other reason why, we'll go into this when I go on the maximizer cart or box, why I'm going to be choosing a maximizer. I'm going to go over some things and what brought me to my decisions on that. But I just wanted to share with you guys for a little bit and kind of give you my ideas and what exactly was going through my mind when I was looking at buying these carts and why I narrowed it down. Now you're asking yourself, why didn't you go Snap-on? Why didn't you go Matco? Here's the reasons why, and we're going to try to wrap this up so I don't get too long. But the Snap-on carts for the two ones, so you got the Epic and then you have the other one. Once again, the Snap-on normal cart, I don't know what they call it, the Master Series cart, I believe, is the same basic cart as the Jamestown cart. You get the 19-inch depth drawers, deep drawers, you know, roughly 41 inches wide. Nothing too fancy, but their price on them is like $3,500. So that sold that out. And the Epic, forget about it. It's like $4,700 list. And the Epic is massive, and it's got a 30-inch deep drawers, and it is a great cart. But the price on it just doesn't even put it in the ballpark with these carts. Matco came out with a new cart. They made it taller. It's also in the same ballpark as Snap-on. Once again, I'm telling you right now, for some reason, Matco thinks that they've reached Snap-on status. I've noticed on a lot of their tools lately, I'm just absolutely blown away with the prices that they're charging for stuff. Don't know what's going on there, but somebody needs to stop drinking the Kool-Aid or whatever they think they're doing, because they're not. I mean, trust me, I like the Matco boxes and stuff like that, but I don't know what the hell they're thinking. The whole thing that made Matco great, always in my opinion, was they were pretty decent priced and they had a great product. And now they're just like, well, our product is awesome and we're great, so we're going to charge Snap-on prices, which blows my mind. Anyways, guys, sorry for that little rant. I got to stay away from those, I understand. Nonetheless, appreciate you guys watching here. You know, let me know in the comment box if you thought this was interesting and it helped out, gave you some information. When we get the boxes, when I get the carts in, we're obviously going to do a review, do all that stuff. But I thought it was kind of be interesting to give you my perspective on what I'm looking at and how I was looking at buying carts and what kind of decisions I made. This is, to me, is a process of research and whatnot. And this is how I go through doing this process. You know, get your dimensions, measure everything out, look at everything, you know, side by side, fair comparisons. I even threw in a Sun-X card. I even looked at some other stuff. And then basically I'd break it down, you know, when it comes to warranty, you know, size, your depth, everything. I want to compare everything apples for apples. And that's exactly the best way to do it. I mean, buying a cart, a toolbox should not be some purchase that you should make lightly, in my opinion. You want to try with a few tool dealers, see what they're willing to give you on trade, you know, give people opportunity to do something. Even if you don't talk to that guy or don't like him, ask him, you know, hey, what will you give me on trade? That's the beautiful part about a tool truck. You know, you don't have to sell your box to somebody else. You can trade it in and be done with it, which is kind of nice in some retrospects. But, you know, that's the process I go through. Give everything a fair shake at all of it. You know, look at everything side by side. Find out what the gauge of steel is. You know, find out what your warranty is. You know, if you got a limited warranty where you're not getting slide warranties, you know, how many power outlets, you know, all that stuff. How the drawers lock, how the, you know, key tumbler system is. There's a lot of entities into these toolboxes. You really need to pick apart and look at this stuff. So, I hope it helps. Remember, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Let me know down in that comment box if you like this video. And we're definitely going to be having some more toolbox videos coming along because we got big things happening. Thanks, guys.